Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rinkside at the Conway Arena in Nashua, New Hampshire, as we get set for holiday tournament action on Nashua ETV. And what a remarkable snowman we had there in the graphic. And Connor McSnowman, he only stick handles with one hand, though, I noticed. I'm John Collins, along with Tom King.
I hate snowmen.
You don't make one every year?
I hate anything snow.
In the front of the compound?
No, that's okay.
Alongside our executive producer, Pete Johnson. So, as always with these holiday tournaments, they're very intricate in how they want to lay them out, and there's always nuances, and Tom's on top of all of it. Here we are with the Nashua teams.
Yeah, well, basically what we're looking at, and we've got Nashua South Pelham against Nashua North Souhegan. South Pelham's going to be in the dark jerseys. North Souhegan is in the white jerseys. Now, an interesting anecdote to this tournament. Last year, they had 5 teams because one left the tournament, did not come, right? So that all those games were going to be forfeits, and not everybody played everybody else. North South didn't play each other last year. So South only played 2 games, won them both. North played 3, won all 3. But they tied in points. And the tiebreaker, because you get credit for the forfeit with the other game. So South was given a third win. And the forfeit and the tiebreaker was goals allowed, and South allowed the fewer goals. So at the end of North's game, which was the last game of the tournament, they took a team picture. So I asked Chris Zarlenga, the North Souhegan coach, I said, what'd you do the team picture for? He says, well, that's what you do when you win a Christmas tournament. I said, but you lost it on the tiebreaker. He goes, that's not how we see it. Because you get a point for each half,
yeah,
and a point for the overall win.
They should have done tiebreaker games played.
And they're going to do the national anthem right now.
Well, where's Al St. Louis?
Well, you see the difference here in terms of how this tournament has been and how it's run. It's not, you know, when Hollis, Brookline, and Derryfield, when that co-op joined with Merrimack, I felt, oh, that's probably going to be the end of this tournament because Hollis gives up lead school, and Joel Sanborn, who's no longer coaching Hollis, Brookline, Derryfield, was the force behind the tournament. So, and they ran it. The boosters ran it. So, but they decided they wanted to keep it going. And I just think that they made some decisions or lack of decisions that, and it was really didn't come to fruition until almost, you know, like a month before. And, you know, that now we are going to play 22.5 minutes stoppage time in halves. You get a point for each half, and you get a point for the overall win. And yesterday it was 25, which is way too long.
Sure.
You really should go 25 running time or 20 minutes stoppage time for these halves. That's what you should do. But they're not doing that. At least they cut it down to 22:30. They told me that they would try to tweak it today, and they did.
What's the official title of this tournament?
It is the Backyard Brawl.
The Backyard Brawl.
It's the same as it was last year. And, you know, it's a good event, you know.
Yep.
They got 3 days of hockey. I think that maybe they could go semis and finals, but they want to get that third game in, and that's where we are today. North Souhegan and South Pelham, the first of 3 meetings this year. Take it away, John Collins.
Thank you, Tom King. North Souhegan playing the role of the home team in the bench to your left on the screen in the white jerseys with the T on their chests. And, of course, in the dark uniforms is Nashua's South Pelham in the bench to the right in the dark black and blue uniforms. So we are underway, face-off in the backyard brawl in the all-important Game 2 of the matchups. They'll be deciding tomorrow who's going to win the whole thing. But right now we've got the battle for 1 point per half and 3 points overall. If you can sweep the 2 periods and get the win, that's 3 points in the standings. There's a headman pass that goes up ahead to Brendan Doughty for South as the Panthers seek to get the game's first shots on goal. Titans trying to get it out of their own, and they can't. There's a whistle before the shot, and we may have interference coming up against South Pelham. So to the box, we'll have our first power play of the game as one of the South Pelham players will go to the box for interference called against Daniel Byrne. I think he was the point man on that play for South Pelham. So the North Souhegan Sabre Titans, I believe they are called, will go for the power play, first one of the game, and go for their first shot on goal as we're a minute and a half into a 22-and-a-half-minute first half of hockey. 21 minutes left in it and 2 minutes on this power play for North Souhegan. Puck comes all the way around the boards and across the ice to Connor O'Neill. We have 2 literal number 1 goalies in this game. Dylan O'Neill is in net for North Souhegan, and it is Noah Sewell who's guarding the pipes right now for South Pelham with his team shorthanded. The 2 O'Neill brothers on this team, Dylan and Connor, are related grandnephews of our cameraman, Tim O'Neill. So I think Tim would admit he has a rooting interest in this one. Shot out in front of the net, and North Souhegan just couldn't get a shot away in what looked like a perfect setup in front of Noah Sewell. 1 minute into the power play, they have yet to get a shot on Noah, and the Panthers came close to clearing it out. Now they have it, and it's a sure clear as they throw it the length of the ice, and it's right on goal. Dylan O'Neill forced to play it. He's forced to play another shot on goal. It's going to be tied up at the near post, and great shorthanded penalty killing. It went in, it snuck in on the near side. I lost track of the puck. That was a goal scored by Andrew Byrne, shorthanded. He just threw a backhander at the net, as you saw, and it snuck inside the pad and the post of Dylan O'Neill. We all lost track of it and kind of assumed it was a save, and it was not. It made its way over the goal line. So a shorthanded goal, and there it is. You could see that we all lost sight of it, and when Dylan O'Neill stood up, it was in the net or over the line. So we have our first goal of the game. They say just throw the puck at net and you never know what'll happen, and that was a case in point right there. 1-0 lead on the penalty kill for South Pelham. Goal scored by Andrew Byrne, and there was an assist from his defenseman that threw it the length of the ice. I believe that was David Romalo, but we'll have to wait for any announcement. That was a long wrister right on goal. Dylan O'Neill saving that one very easily with the glove. North Titans now, we're 5-on-5 after the penalty kill, and a more than successful penalty kill it was for South Pelham. Dodging that check niftily, but not dodging the second one. Getting upset about it was Braden Thine, the defenseman for South Pelham, and he got pasted into the boards by Nathan De Silva and returned the favor with kind of a cross check. His play gets chippy in the South Pelham end, and what do we have here? Maybe a hand pass or something. I didn't quite see the reason for the stoppage unless we have another penalty against someone. No, not that I can see. So face off outside the South Pelham zone. The North Souhegan Sabre Titans did not do a very good job on that power play. They did have a setup at one point in front of Noah Sewell, but couldn't get a shot away to possibly secure the game's first goal. Instead, it went the other way, the full length of the rink. So 18.5 minutes to go in the first half of hockey. As it stands right now, South Pelham would secure the game's first point of a possible 3 for each team. Puck is kept in at the line by South Pelham, but chipping it on ahead and trying to track it down goes Kalen Cullity, but it is icing. He was not able to outrace the Kings player to the puck. So face-off coming all the way back into the North Souhegan end. Hope you all had a happy Christmas, and we are on the way to New Year's Day coming up, 2025. We are in holiday week here in the Backyard Brawl Tournament of 2025. The wrister doesn't find its way through to the goal. Attempt to score his second goal of the game there by Andrew Byrne. Flying the other way comes Connor O'Neill. He throws it at the net, and it goes past the crease. Had a teammate over there, did Connor, but not able to connect. That shot goes just through the crease to the other side, too. Nathan De Silva was waiting at the other post, but couldn't make contact with the crosser. Inside the South Pelham line. Backhand in front, but he finds a defenseman's stick, or a South Pelham stick instead, and they ice it by accident down the length of the ice. That was Brian Keefe with a nice intercept for South Pelham in the slot to take any chance away for a goal-scoring opportunity for North. Face-off to the left of Noah Sewell. We've seen a lot of action here in the first period. Around the boards it goes to the opposite corner, and playing it Brody Seiss. Teammate Christian Miller is there as well, number 7, as he throws it around the boards. They play some catch between the two players. Looking for an opening, Christian Miller weaving, throws it in front, and trying for the tap-in goal was Kalen Cullity, but South did a good job of clearing it out of there. And they are back on the attack. Cross-ice pass by Adam Roberge, not able to find a teammate. He puts it to the point, shot from the point by Braden Thine, now poked away. Good job of pinching over by Daniel Byrne to take away any goal-scoring opportunity for Brody Seiss, who is streaking down the far boards with a chance for a break-in. Snuffed out. Chasing in after it, North Souhegan. They keep it in at the line, but no, the official says that did come over the blue line. It'll be a face-off for offside just outside the South Pelham zone. Correction, it'll be a face-off all the way back into the North Souhegan zone to the left of Dylan O'Neill. Short-handed goal for South Pelham. That's the reason you see that 1-0 up on the scoreboard. And a good body check. South keeps it in. The turnaround shot by Brian Keefe doesn't find the net. South Pelham doing a good job of keeping the puck in for the moment. In front, into the slot, but intercepted by North, and they clear it. Back on the attack again, looking for a second goal. The shot, save made by Dylan O'Neill on a tester from Andrew Byrne, who saw an opening in the far corner. Not enough drift there by Daniel Byrne from our right to left as he was tracking. Dylan O'Neill was tracking Andrew Byrne before that shot and did a good job of gloving that one, causing the face-off in the North zone. Shot around the boards and collected there by Andrew Cullinane. But North having all kinds of difficulty getting it out of their own zone. And the shot and the goal from the point, just launching a wrister at the net. It is a goal for South Pelham. And it was scored by number 21, Brian Keefe. And again, just launching pucks at the net, as you can see right there through traffic. It might have been deflected. Oh, it was deflected by Brian Keefe up front and on the wrister from the point. So that is what the degree of difficulty added was for Dylan O'Neill, the redirection of the wrister that got by the North goaltender. So it's a 2-0 lead for South Pelham, who has really carried the play for the most part. There's been glimpses of a chance for goal-scoring opportunities, but no finishing ability so far for North Souhegan on any of the pucks that have come near to Noah Sewell. This puck trickles over the line. It's not icing. 15 minutes to go first half. South Pelham seemingly all in control of this game's first point as they do the backyard brawl. Scoring, 3 games will be played. No playoffs. They'll decide by an accumulation of points at the end of the 3-game tournament for each team. Fanning on the wrister from the point, but working the way toward the puck, toward the net anyway, is North Souhegan. That centering pass attempted by Connor Prunier does not find its way through traffic, and out of the zone it goes. Goal scorer there, Brian Keefe launches it in behind the Souhegan North net as they chase in after it. South Pelham keeps it in at the line. With it is Broden Landsteiner, and we have a whistle that stops the action just before Lodensteiner can launch one, and we may have a penalty coming up. There's a loud crash against the boards over there, and they're discussing it. It is a cross check that's going to be called against South's number 9, Brendan Doughty. So in that scrum over by the far boards, the officials saw that Brendan might have cross-checked somebody into the glass. Instead of a goal-scoring opportunity, South finds themselves back on the penalty kill for the second time in this first half period. That wrister goes right over the crossbar from the point, off of the stick of Callan Cullity. In front in the slot, no, it's behind the net, trying to center it through everybody, and it finds its way to a South player. That was Andrew Byrne, who clears it the length of the ice. Minute and a half to go on the power play for North Souhegan in the white jerseys with the T on the fronts. Over the line, trying to set up, and instead they give up the puck, and it gets launched 180 feet. So having trouble setting up on the power play, North Souhegan. I think we saw this dynamic last year between these two teams where it was almost an advantage for one team to be on the penalty kill because the counterattacks were lethal. All that open space and players that are able to get back there and exploit it, such as Andrew Byrne did for the game's first goal, scoring a shorthanded goal. He was almost all by himself down there against Dylan O'Neill for 2 tries at it before it slipped home. North Souhegan with 40 seconds left on the power play, and the pass shot finds its way to Noah Sewell, and he freezes it. Goal scoring opportunity there by Connor Prunier, number 3. He almost snuck it inside the near post. Face off to the right of Noah Sewell. Noah is a senior in net for the Panthers. Dylan O'Neill, class of 2028. So just a sophomore. And out. So doing a good job of killing off the power play for North, or South, as they get the puck out consistently and also rag it a bit. Here's a foot race inside the South Pelham zone. They clear, and now the penalty is up. Even strength, back to even strength, 5-on-5 with 12 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in half number 1. North-South in the backyard brawl tournament here for 2025. Puck comes to center ice. Throwing it back in is Brian Keefe. As both teams trade possessions, this puck goes the length of the ice. It might be icing. No, it's way. What we do have a whistle. I'm not sure if that was icing. No, it was interference. Another penalty, and this one will again be against a South Pelham player. They seem to like to operate shorthanded going to the box.
They're living dangerously, aren't they? I'm still trying to figure out how that shorthanded goal was scored. The whistle had blown.
We replayed it.
Yeah.
And we all thought he had saved it. But when he stood up, the puck was inside the net.
Inside the net.
It slipped inside between his
pad.
He
didn't know it.
No, and nobody knew it really until he stood up, and the official said that wasn't a save.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it wasn't declared till after the whistle.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. The circumstantial evidence goal.
Well, this is big right now for the Kings because every point counts for them.
And they're down 2.
Yeah, and they're
in the first period. If you get 1 point for the first period,
the Kings are up 2.
The Kings are up, yeah.
So
yeah, big for them.
If they can get a point here in this period, I'll have 4 for the tournament, and that will enhance the fact that they can play Merrimack in the game tomorrow. Tomorrow evening.
Yeah. North needs a goal on this power play, Tom.
They got to get back in it. So
they've had 3 of them and nothing to show for it.
And it hasn't been very effective either. There hasn't been a lot of sustained pressure on any of the power plays.
Right, and as we just talked about, the goal by Andrew Byrne, that was shorthanded.
Right, and they're
Kings.
halfway through this one now.
Pair of 3s going at it behind the goal, including the captain for South Pelham, Broden Landsteiner. Nothing comes of it.
If you had to ask me today, because of the youth that North Souhegan has, I would say that the Kings this year are the better team. They played Merrimack, Hollis, Derryfield tough in a regular season game. And we got matching penalties.
Yeah.
They played them tough in a regular season game.
It's still 5-on-4 though.
And it was a 3-2 game. The problem that the Kings had with the start of their season, they laid an egg in their opener against Trinity. The problem they had at the start of their season was they hadn't been shooting the puck. And they shot the puck very well yesterday. 6 goals in the game, 4 in the first half. So.
And they're shooting it here.
Yep.
And that doesn't make its way through traffic. And this is a shorthanded setup for South Pelham. Now North gets it out of their own zone.
48 seconds left, still 5-on-4. And
of course, they can launch it with impunity as they're shorthanded. They throw it the length of the ice, and North's got to start again.
Well, they got their number 1 goaltender in.
Andrew Cullinane got a little sloppy with that pass intended for Christopher Holland at the point. North gets it back, trying for a slot shot. Falling down was Cullinane.
Yeah, you've got to watch out for that right side. That's where the Titans tend to shoot from. Sabre Titans. They tend to shoot from that area.
Trying to set up a shot here. In the corner goes Javen Anson, and South gets it out. Foot race is going to be won by Gavin Asimakopoulos around the boards as he wreaks havoc down there.
Don't forget, last year we were treated
5-on-5.
Whoa, watch out.
Juggling save by Dylan O'Neill.
We were treated, and Dylan O'Neill's a freshman. So you've got 2 freshman goaltenders on this roster, and it's a young team. So we were treated last year, remember, to the dynamic duo that North Souhegan had. Well, one graduated, and the other one, Jacob Landry, who could have come back this year, is playing juniors instead, which is what I expected. So they lose a lot of offensive firepower. They tied Merrimack in the other game in this tournament yesterday, 3-3.
Slapper from the point doesn't find its way through.
They went 0-2 in the regular season, so they're still trying to make up some ground.
And cleared by North to the central area. And Callan Cullity.
Now we're at even strength.
Into the corner. Callan with it, trying to center it. He is pinned into the boards by Brian Keefe, one of the game's goal scorers, on a redirected shot, giving South Pelham a 2-0 lead as they try to add to it. Down ice comes Brendan Dowdy, throws it in on Dylan O'Neill. He'll hold on to it. South doing a good job of throwing pucks at the net, and it yielded the game's first goal.
What they didn't do against Merrimack. They only had 12 shots against Merrimack, Hollis Brookline Dairyfield.
Wow. I feel like they've had that already in this game.
That's exactly. And yesterday they just kept pummeling Alvin Milford with shots, and good things happened for them. They were
Here comes another shot, doesn't find its way through. It goes off the glass behind Dylan O'Neill. North first on it as they try to clear, and they do. A little bit of a rush here down the far boards. Skating through a check was Jevin Anson. Looks strong on that rush, trying to get some help from his teammates, but it's out. Jevin Anson, good size for a defenseman over there, number 5 for North Souhegan. Throws it into the opponent's end. South Pelham trying to make their way out. And the Titans trying to intercept. There's a hit survived by South. Cross-ice pass almost finds Andrew Cullinane. He tries to track it down. North with it. Good diagonal, gets it out of the zone.
You know, North Souhegan had led the battle of puck possession in this game because of probably the power plays, 3 power plays, but they're 0 for 3 on the power play. They haven't seen what they put in for the time.
They haven't really gotten that killer setup yet either.
No, they don't have the players that would do that we were used to last year. Chase McBride and Jacob Landry, both of them are gone.
Callan Cullity gets pinned into the boards by Braden Gilio. Gilio throws it around and not out. A shot from the point. I believe that's about the 10th shot from the point I've seen from number 5 for South, Daniel Byrne. And I believe he was the one that assisted.
Yep.
On
and he was in the scoring. He was in the scoring yesterday in that 6-1 game as well. So
he likes to shoot the puck, and that must have been the message after laying the goose egg in the opener.
Well, it's been the message for them against when they lost to Trinity, and then when they played Merrimack in the regular season game, which was a week ago tomorrow. It was a great game, a 3-2 game. Once they got shooting the puck, they got things going a little bit. That's the thing. I mean, you tell every high school team, any team, shoot the puck. You know, the shot not taken is not going to be a goal. So.
Yeah, I think that's. I've heard Brickley say that too. You do not score 100% of the shots you do not take, or something like that.
You know, so
sure.
Right.
And to the neutral zone and in. And throwing it in, chasing it after it is Brian Keefe.
Work the corners, get the puck in the middle, and then get down low for the rebounds. That's how you score in high school hockey.
Thomas Stratch on defense for North did a good job of beating Keefe to the puck and getting it out. This puck was shot right into the North bench. Somebody gloved it, so everybody's paying attention on the edge of their bench.
6:38 to play in the first half. It's not
and we'll go with the face-off at center ice on this occasion. Although no goal was scored. 2-0 as you see. South Pelham leads it in the first half period. Or first half of the game.
First half.
Under the tournament rules.
Yep. Think of it as a football game.
Yeah. 1 point to win each half. And so as you said, the goals in the second period will matter. If you happen to win that period 1-0, if you're North maybe.
Yeah, let's say South Pelham's got a 3-1 lead, right? And North only scores, there's only 1 goal scored in the second half by North Souhegan. They win that half 1-0. They lose the first half and then they lose the game.
Right.
So they only salvage a point out of a possible 3, while South Pelham would get 2.
So you still have an opportunity to outplay your opponent in the second half, no matter how badly things went in the first half. And that is icing.
But right now, if South Pelham can get a point, they would have 4 guaranteed going into tomorrow because they got all 3 points yesterday. So they do that, they would trail Merrimack by half a point, and the 2 teams would play probably for, the winner would end up winning the tournament title. So Souhegan, if they can get a point, they'd be 2.5 points. They only got 1.5 points yesterday. So if you tie in a half or tie at the end of the game, you split the point.
Split it.
Yep.
Yeah, you can have half point.
Half a point.
In front, Rister goes over the goal. It was a good
Well,
job by the
partially deflected.
Yeah,
Yep.
Broden Landsteiner, the captain for South Pelham, laid his stick down there, so the shot by Callan Cullity went up into the netting rather than on goal. And it's been a bit of a frustration there for North. They've gotten the puck down low a lot, but nothing really on Noah Sewell.
No, Noah Sewell's probably made, I think, 3 saves is all I
think
have
you're right.
for.
Despite all this activity and only really 3 shots on goal, if that. Far boards, North trying to get a hold of it, and South clears it. On the tape of Gavin Asimakopoulos, shot near side, and there the freshman seals off the post.
He's a good player. I've seen him. He's figured a lot into what South Pelham has done.
Yeah.
You know?
Gavin Asimakopoulos.
The Kings
Class
have
of
always
2026.
done well in these tournaments.
Yeah.
You know, even when Sean Connors was the coach, they would always be a factor. They won it one year. They'd be in the finals the next against Keene. You know, they would always be a factor. And, you know, I said that to Jordan Sirocco yesterday. I said, what is it about this thing? He said, they just like playing in this tournament. They like playing in the hometown crowd against local teams. They get it. They really enjoy it.
You saw the check was lined up there, and stepping around it was Asimakopoulos to avoid the big hit by Jevin Anson. Trying to make something of it in traffic. Jevin Anson takes it away, and now he skates it out.
But here's the thing. If you look at
Strong.
what you see here, right, the problem the Kings have is they need to put pressure. They don't put sustained pressure on teams. They need, you know, go down in a possession and get 4 or 5 shots on goal. Make the goalie work.
Right.
You know, they don't do that.
Good stand-up intercept there
it's
by
one
Nathan.
and done and down the other way.
Nathan De Silva with a good play at neutral ice, but South takes it back and dumps it in. And they chase in after it. Puck pops up into the air. Yeah, it feels like North has had
They've owned the puck in terms of time.
And in terms of time down low. And then no shots on goal have materialized out of it. On the other side.
You know, on the other side, they're getting shot.
He's getting peppered.
Well, he's not getting peppered. I mean, they're not putting 4 or 5 on in a possession where he's got to make 2 or 3 saves in a row. That's not happening. That's what you want to see if you're the Kings.
Right.
If you're, or if you're, you know,
good
the same type,
steps.
you want to see a consistent shooting effort, a forecheck, and you know, put the pressure on.
Puck pops up into the air, handled by Christian Miller.
They'll take a 2-0 lead. They're not going to complain about it. However they have to get it, they'll get it. Now, one of the things that Nashville South Pelham has done well is they blocked a lot of shots today.
Yeah. That critical point when North's about to, that check opened a doorway over there. That's how hard that one was. And I believe it was Keith, he's going over there. Brian Keith's going over to fix it. And that's why they had the whistle dead. There was no penalty. It was clean check. 3:23 to go in the first half. And South Pelham looks on their way to securing the game's first point.
Well, it's 3:22 left. Yeah, they take 2 goals, but you never know.
Yeah. It's going to take 2 shots on goal first.
No kidding.
Yeah, that one's saved by Dylan O'Neill as he directs it to one of the North players. There's a cross-check behind the play right in front of the ref.
I have a funny feeling they're going to get something on this possession, and they get a shot on.
There was a shot on goal with a chance for the rebound, and knocked down immediately by Landsteiner was Connor Prunier. And they're, I don't know, they're changing up. No penalty. Good save by in front, up toward the Kings line. No, it's through the neutral zone and in. So South Pelham iced the puck that time by mistake, and it'll be a face-off back to the.
Yeah, Jordan Sirocco wants to see the face-off at center ice, but he's not going to get it. He's going to have an icing. He pointed towards the face-off circle at center ice, but no. It's going to be not outside the zone. It's going to be in the zone. See if the Sabre Titans can take advantage of this break.
Get possibly a shot on goal here. Puck is just laying there, and
well, you got to get possession of the puck and win the faceoff. They didn't do it.
South Pelham, Brian Keefe shoots it in. Both of the goal scorers for South Pelham are on this shift for the Kings. Brian Keefe and Andrew Byrne, number 21,
if you ask
number
me,
11.
The Kings are one dynamic offensive player, one really good speed offensive player from being a team that could contend for a playoff spot. Maybe they will get a playoff spot this year, but they're going to have to work hard for it.
Yeah, you mentioned Jacob Landry going to
the North Sauhegan player.
Yeah,
I mean, if they had him, it'd be a,
that'd be a tipping point.
A chance, but it would be a tipping point.
Yeah, for what they need. There's a wrister, wicked wrister goes
that's
wide.
The kind of shot that flecks off bodies and goes in the net. Didn't do it.
Broden Landsteiner.
That's it. Put the puck on net. Get it down there. Get it down low. Do whatever you've got to do to keep it away from the point.
And to relieve the pressure, North ices the puck with just over a minute and a half to go in the first half of hockey here in the backyard brawl. North Sauhegan Sabre Titans in the white jerseys occupying the home bench. And in the dark jerseys, it's South Pelham, the Kings.
So this is the first of at least 2 North-South athletic meetings this weekend.
Now there was
the good news.
Basketball, right?
Well, the good news is North and South girls will play in the holiday tournament down the street at South. That's the good news.
I know what the bad news is.
Right. The bad news is it's the consolation game.
Oh, well, we get to see them in the same game, in the consolation game.
Alvern and Milford will play in the championship game. We'll have that for you here on ETV.
Wrister saved Dylan, shot, score! You can see it all setting up.
You sure could.
The shot initially taken by David Romalo and the put away by Gavin Asimakopoulos. It is a 3-0 lead for the Panthers as we watch
the replay. Watch this, all right? Textbook hockey. Shot from the point. There's the why you keep shooting the putt. And the rebound comes right to Asimakopoulos and he puts it in. That is why you do that. You keep the pressure on.
Adam Roberge was the player who shot the puck initially, number 10.
Great job by Roberge to get that play going and get the rebound. And then Asimakopoulos gets the rebound. Say that 20 times fast, right?
You know what, though? That's how you dream of a rebound, isn't it? A perfect symmetrical triangular.
That is the perfect high school or perfect hockey goal, period. That's
it is.
Textbook.
Yeah. So 3-0. There's a shot. Oh, chance to answer back.
You got 30 seconds to keep them off the board. That's the key.
That was a great opportunity there for Connor Prunier.
And these two teams, if you're wondering, will play each other again later in January. I believe it's around the 20th, 24th, 25th, somewhere around there.
Your favorite month. January.
Oh, God.
In so many ways. Build a snowman.
2 months that I can't stand. November and January.
Yeah.
January's the worst. November's tolerable.
Well, at least the Patriots are giving you a break this year. And many.
Well, I can't go to the Patriots game tomorrow and cover it, can I? There's a free meal I miss.
Oh, yeah. I think they'll win that one. We'll see.
You got a team playing for a playoff spot, so I don't know.
Yeah. To the neutral zone we go.
And this is a Patriots game that matters, which is why it's on national TV tomorrow.
Right.
And that'll do it for the first half.
For the Chargers. So, yeah, an entertaining first half of hockey. And a great one if you're a South Pelham fan, as they're up 3-0 and they have secured the game's first point. And, Tom, you were just given the scoring. Does that mean that they are, the only chance that Merrimack has to play anybody else but
No, these games are already scheduled ahead of time.
Yeah.
So they're already scheduled ahead of time
right.
who you're going to play. It just matters how the points fall out. You don't schedule according to who's got the most points. These games are predetermined already.
Sure, yeah. But
right. So Merrimack is going to play these guys tomorrow, and Merrimack's got 4.5. These guys have 4. right now, I mean, the most that North South you could get, if they get 2 points, they could win a half and win a game, and they'd have 3.5. They'd be in 3rd place. So then they have another game tomorrow against Alvin Milford.
Yeah.
So the points could shake out any which way.
But
I expect that it would probably be the way we're looking at it now. It would probably be the Kings against the Warhawks.
Sure.
That's for the final, and that would be a pseudo championship battle.
Well, there's 22.5 minutes of hockey remaining in this one.
Yep.
As we'll see if the North Souhegan Sabre Titans can make a comeback against the South Pelham Kings, who lead it 3-0 after 1 here at the Conway. Come back with us on Nashua ETV. Welcome back, everybody, to Conway Arena in Nashua for the second half of our Backyard Brawl tournament game between North Souhegan and South Pelham. I'm John Collins along with Tom King in a first period that went to South Pelham by a score of 3-0. They get 1 point for that. There's 1 point that hangs in the balance for the second half winner and also for the entire game
Right, so
winner.
there's 2 points left for South Pelham to earn.
Welcome, everybody, if you're watching on Channel 22 or on stream. And, Tom, what were you saying about 22?
That's the temperature in here.
I don't know if it's quite that cold, but it is chilly.
It's getting a little colder.
Yeah. And
granted, it's not as cold as it had been the first week of the season.
But interesting theory you had. There's not enough people here. You think body warmth would really have that much?
I think it adds up to something.
Yeah, I guess it does.
But also, the way you look at it, John, is the colder it is outside, the colder it is in the rinks.
Sure.
So, Monday was a cold day, and I was down at Skate 3.
Big hit at
I was freezing
center
there.
ice. That was laying the leather for North was Andrew Cullinane as he knocked Brendan Dowdy to the ice. There's a save on Noah Sewell, as the criticism that we had for North was that they didn't get enough pucks on goal in that first half.
There was nobody guarding anyone who was coming down the ice, so they had a clear shot. If I'm the Kings, I don't want to allow that kind of a clear shot just over inside the blue line, get a body on the puck carrier.
That was a shot that might not have made its way in from a tough angle, but getting a stick on it was Sewell. Now South Pelham has taken the puck the length of the ice into the offensive zone for the first time here in the second half.
Again, you're dealing with high school goaltenders. It's not, Tim Thomas isn't in net, so I mean, you're not going to,
Ken Dryden isn't in
right,
either. Dated myself there, but.
No, I was going to say Eddie Giacomo, but I would have really been dating myself, so.
That's a name I've forgotten. Or Tony Esposito. That was a brother duo that we were treated to. There's Dylan O'Neill and Connor O'Neill on this North team, who are the grandnephews of our cameraman Tim O'Neill. But we were treated as kids, Tom and I, to the Phil and Tony Esposito show. Tony Esposito was a goalie. Phil was the prolific goal scorer for the Boston Bruins, who gave birth to the famous bumper sticker, Jesus Saves, and Espo scores on the rebound. 76-goal season for the Bruins.
And right now, it looked like that was going to be the case with the Sabre Titans as they got the puck down low, but nothing happened. They were able to, South Pelham was able to get out of it with being unscathed. But we've got a game here where it just looks like the Sabre Titans are going to do something in this period.
Yeah, they came out strong out of the locker room.
Yeah, they did.
Let's see if they can transform that energy into a goal on the scoreboard.
And don't forget, the energy is a key because
there's a check and a takeaway.
You know, these kids aren't used to being on the ice for a period of 22 and a half minutes.
That's more than an NHL period.
Right. So, you know, that's the hard part. So you have to worry about that. And yesterday, you could tell that North Souhegan was tired. Now, they got a late breakaway. They didn't score on it, but they got a late breakaway.
Were they still playing 25 minutes yesterday?
They were playing 25 yesterday, so that's a lot. So.
Yeah, it is. South keeps it in with a shot that is blocked.
There's a rebound right there, and it goes in.
A shot goal. Wow, is that going to be credited to
I think 12.
12 down on.
We'll have to see the replay.
Yeah, we will. It was number 12 that's skating over to take congratulations first.
Yep, right there. Shot goal.
David Ramalho.
Yep.
Junior, class of 2026, finds the back of the net, and it is a 4-0 South Pelham lead as they continue to launch shots and get results.
Tell you what, if they go into tomorrow with 6 points, they could conceivably lose that game against Merrimack and still win the tournament.
How about that?
Because
do goals scored matter? The number?
No, how much it's way down on the list. It's how much you give up that's the main tiebreaker.
Defense.
They've only given up 1 goal in 50.
The shutout is important too.
They've only given up 1 goal in 72-30.
Ooh.
In this tournament.
Of play, 72 minutes, 72-30.
So 50 minutes yesterday and 22-30 today. They've only given up 1 goal, and we're already 3 or 4 minutes in. So
Sure.
you're up that to almost 76 and a half.
Here comes another shot on goal and a save made by, well, we have a goalie change actually. Anthony Venezia.
Yeah, Venezia played yesterday. He's good. He did a good job.
And
tying goal was scored when a rebound came off the crossbar.
He's a freshman, as
to
Tom
Jackson
said.
Woods of Merrimack, Hollis, Brookline, Deerfield, and he put it right home. They credited it to Andrew Gertz, but I believe that was a mistake.
Shot by Byrne is a save by Venezia.
They are following. I mean, look, Jordan Sirocco's teams have struggled over the first few years, but he's a good coach because his kids listen to what he tells them. And what does he tell them? Shoot the puck. And
more.
what did they do? As soon as they get in, they didn't waste any time. They got over the blue line and put it right on net, especially when you've got a freshman goaltender in there.
2 of the South Pelham team's best players factored in that goal-scoring opportunity as Andrew Byrne launched it from his own end. A great pass to Andrew Byrne, and he was able to get a shot on goal. That one goes over there actually to Brian Keefe.
That's the kind of pressure, if you're Sirocco, that you want to see his team play. You want to see them put sustained pressure.
Goals scored in this game by Andrew Byrne, Brian Keefe, Gavin Asimakopoulos, and David Ramalho, your 4 goal scorers for South. North still looking for theirs, but they need some shots on goal to do it. Good pass from the defenseman to the winger. And getting it out. There's a breakaway.
Nice play there by
Swept
Sewell.
away by Sewell, Glimmer of a chance there for Callan Cullity, who's pursuing. Puck goes around the boards. Christian Miller is there. Christian Miller still with it behind the net, trying to center it, and not able to get a shot away though as he pinched down low slot. Was Connor O'Neill.
The defense that these Kings are playing is pretty good. I mean, they're giving up puck possession to block shots and try to keep Sewell's job from being overwhelming.
Officials saw that come just out over the blue line, and it's offside. Face off outside the South Pelham zone. 16:33 left. You can watch on Channel 22 here. You can go to our new Nashua Community Media app.
Yeah, I got to get that.
You can watch holiday concert action. Enjoy that. or any of the games that we've done. They're all on there, archived and ready to stream. Is there a game of the year in the fall that you would recommend people go back and watch?
Yes. Nashua North Bishop Girton to the 2 soccer playoff games that the Nashua North girls played before they went to the semifinals. The 1-0 game, or not the 1-0 game, it was a 2-1 game with Nashua South, and then it was a shootout 2-1 game with Bishop Girton in the quarterfinals. Those 2 games. And the 2 games that North-South played each other in the regular season, boys and girls. Grab those. Those are great games. They're all 1-goal games. One of them was a tie.
Your choice, Nashua Community Media app, which you can access through Google Play Store. And there's a penalty being called here. Maybe, is it just against North? Yes, it is.
That'd be the first power play, I believe, for the Kings in this game. They haven't had one.
No, didn't quite catch
we got 5 on 4, yep.
Didn't quite catch what the infraction was.
That's the problem. They need to spruce this up. We need to get a PA announcer.
Yeah.
And, get that settled.
Nashua ETV was the winner. First place sports programming, the 2023 New Hampshire Division I Girls Basketball Championship.
That would have been Bishop Girton beating, nice shot and a save. That would have been Bishop Girton beating Bedford, John, in the 4th quarter rally. The second year in a row they did that.
26th Video Festival Alliance for Community Media Nor'easter Award.
How was the food at the festival? That's what I want to know.
Not sure what time of year it was held, but good job. December?
This month?
Beginning of December, okay. Yeah, we just got it. Nice.
So how was the food? You were sick? Oh, no.
Are we talking food poisoning, or are we just talking about unrelated?
You there from there?
No. Oh, no. He doesn't know if
no. What
Pete
did
Johnson's
they serve?
Talking to us. Our executive producer went there. It wasn't quite. He's not going to give a.
Oh, okay.
He was at a diner the night before, so
all right.
I'm not sure who the culprit was, but Tom's glad he missed it now. Centering pass.
Yeah.
Mystic, Connecticut.
You gotta always be careful of those Connecticut diners. They're
Connecticut diners. Been to all of them, Tom?
Been to a couple. Kale and I on our way back from Bridgeport, all those Pride games that were down there, we used to stop at one.
You kind of had a feeling that South was going to have a good power play
after. It's tripping call, they got away with it.
Yeah.
Could have been a tripping call. I don't know if he really tripped him or not.
I think it was a check from behind in the shoulder, but
I thought the stick was there. Now we got a loose stick.
Tell you what, this North team is gassed right now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
there's a deflection over the goal that was niftily done.
You know why they're gassed, John? They're only skating 2 lines.
Oh yeah.
And that's going to do it.
Taking a shot for that top near corner was Andrew Byrne. All his snipers
there's an open
are
shot
out.
here. He's got to take it.
Andrew Byrne shot,
got it.
And the save is made.
Byrne almost
by
waited.
Anthony Venezia.
Byrne almost waited too long. He shot it to Venezia. What he needed to do was aim for the upper right-hand corner. That might have done it for him.
And Andrew Cullinane can finally get his stick back that was laying there on the ice in the midst of all that, while South Pelham put on unrelenting pressure.
Yeah, look at the pressure here. There's the stick laying right there. You see it.
They step over.
Here's the shot. Yeah, he didn't have time to really wait. He waited. The defender came over. If he had had a clear shot, I would have gone
one-timer.
One-timer, high side.
Sure.
Far corner.
So the penalty is up. South had a lot of chances and a lot of pressure, but good job by North Souhegan to kill it off.
Yeah, now don't forget, it's 4-0 in the game, but in the period it's only 1-0. So
right. Yeah. So
chance for either North Souhegan to take a point or split a point.
Pucking through the slot, nobody there, and South collects around the boards by Daniel Byrne, but not out. Kept in. Callan Cullity stepped up around the net. Kept in far point. The wrister does not make its way through. It's blocked. And South Pelham slapping at it. They get it out of their own zone. All the way down to North's end.
Seeing some good hockey right now. Both teams with some chances, putting pressure on.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a lot of neutral zone play. It's go right down the ice and get something done.
Some end-to-end going on outside of the penalty kill by North. Intercept by South as they shoot it into the far corner and chase in after it. First on it, Thomas Dratch, number 16, in a scrum over the far boards with David Romalo. Romalo, one of the 4 goal scorers for South, and it's taken a long time to work that puck free. South with a big setup, then a shot goes wide. What a chance Daniel Byrne had.
Yeah, I think Byrne was a little bit intimidated by the bodies that were in the middle there. I think he tried to put it up over them and
try to get fine with it.
Try to get too fine with it, shot it wide.
Icing called against North. Face off to the left of Anthony Venezia. No, they'll go to the right of him. 12:18 to go. So even though it's 4-0, North looks at this second period as if it's 1-0, and the points set up. Still have a chance to come back and tie up the period. But they need a goal.
I don't think the kids are thinking that too much.
No,
I don't even think the coaches are.
They score a goal.
I think I'm the one who's thinking that because I'm looking at the standings for tomorrow. So
sure.
You know, but this is
they're
looking at it as they're down 4-0 to their rivals.
Sure, like it's a regular season game.
Exactly.
They want to score 4 if you're North.
But you can tell it doesn't have that feel to it. It's kind of a, you know, the crowd's kind of low and there's not a lot of hitting going on. The games don't count, and they're tired. They're tired because don't forget this is the second day of playing a lot of hockey.
We have a penalty coming up, and it looks
Boarding,
like
it's going to be against the Sabre Titans, I believe, right? We got an injured player down.
They're calling for some trainer to come over, I think.
We can't see who the body. We can't see the player, but
unfortunate.
Yeah, and this is another player. South
you
could
don't
lose.
like to see that.
South could lose its 3rd player in the tournament. Oh, he's up.
Oh, good.
Yep. Or is he? No, there's still a player down.
No,
we can't see because the board's in the way.
Sure.
Jordan Sirocco coming over to see. You want to make sure that player can move his extremities. You want to make sure that if he's dazed, it's probably a concussion. You don't know, but they'll be very careful here. And you can hear a pin drop in this arena right now.
Yes, you can. That's right. Yeah, it's a surprise to have such a serious hit. And what you were saying is not a game that's been
there's
that
2 minutes.
physical.
There's 2 minutes up there. The penalty that was enforced several years ago, and it's been kind of a little bit died down. But if it's a bad hit, they usually up it to 5.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they'll do that here or not. We can't see.
Yeah, that's a concern too. We
right.
Cannot see the player, so.
He's getting up now, so that's good. We'll see who it is. Get him up, help him off the ice. A couple players come up to do that.
Yeah, movement.
Oh yeah. Now he's trying to boost himself up. He's getting up on his own. Number 23.
Chase Stewart. Being helped over to the bench. So Chase Stewart skating under his own power to the bench.
Yeah, that's good sign.
This might be it right here. There he is. There's Chase.
Yeah, here's the hit right there.
Oh,
Boom.
he caught him.
Oh, he caught him. He wasn't boarded. He got hip checked and then slid into the boards, and that's what happened. Yeah, awkwardly. That's where the injury was. So he'll get.
And you might be right about him being dazed. The angle that he went at the boards was sort of the back of the head first.
Yep.
And is that a brand new field at Stella's?
Yes, it is. It is, and you may see that in print over the weekend because I borrowed that picture and gave ETV credit.
Okay.
So,
yeah. That's
for my top 10 stories.
very nice looking turf.
For my top 10 stories of the year.
Yes.
And
that's definitely up there.
You'll have to get a copy to see where it ranks.
Will do in the Telegraph. There's a save made by Anthony Venezia. He'll freeze the puck.
And of course, everything had to be written early because of holiday deadlines. And I still have Mickey Gasper with the Red Sox.
Oh, yeah.
Fortunately, traded on Christmas Eve to the Minnesota Twins.
Merrimack's own Mickey Gasper played for the Nashua Silver Knights and got Major League Baseball time this season with the Red Sox. Traded to the Twins.
For a lefty who could help Boston if he's healthy, he was on Tommy John all last year. So, and it was a surprise almost that was the deal.
Well, we wish Mickey Gasper well.
I think the thing that made Mickey Gasper somebody that the Twins would want is his versatility.
Sure.
He can catch, he can play the infield, he can play the outfield. He can play second base, he can play first, he can play the outfield, and he can catch. So
meanwhile, South hasn't done a lot with this power play. They've got a man advantage for 2 minutes. We're a minute
through. You know what? One of the reasons why, because there was a layoff. There was a little bit of a time lag.
Yeah.
That's why.
Messed with their rhythm.
Yep.
They shoot it in and chase in after it, but North able to clear it. Good job of getting to it. Thomas Dratch launches it the length of the ice, and South will have to restart with now 35 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Shooting it in and skating in after it is Andrew Byrne. It goes all the way around. Byrne actually did get his own shot in the other corner. Stopping and cutting Broden Landsteiner in front.
There's the pressure you want to see, right?
Loose puck still, and it's to the right of the game. Nope.
Goes in the corner.
And North takes it away.
That's the kind of pressure you want to see if you're Nashua South. Pelham.
Good job of getting it out of their zone. And that will do it. Even strength again, 5-on-5. North Souhegan kills another Pelham South power play. Still 4-0. One goal has been scored here in the second half.
That wasn't another Pelham South battle. It's the only one they've had, right? And they didn't have one in the first period. It was
that's their second.
Is their second?
Yeah, second. Yeah.
Okay.
They had one where the stick was on the ice.
Oh, that's right. Yep, that's right. Yep, that's right.
Right, but they've had 3 of their own.
0 for 3 on the power play are the Sabre Titans, and 0 for 2, or no, 1 for 2 are the Kings.
The only goal I think came on a man advantage was the shorthanded goal by South Pelham in the first half. So face off to the left of Noah Sewell.
9:01 to play, as you see on your screen.
Shot from the point.
On day
wide
2
of the goal.
The backyard brawl.
Centering pass finds the stick of Gavin Asimakopoulos, one of your 4 goal scorers in this one. And South Pelham gets it out right away. Adam Roberge skating strong. He's got an assist in this game. Takeaway by Christian Miller. Miller still with it. Slides a pass. And good job. That's an icing. No, they're going to wave it off. They said that the defenseman for South, Number 16, Braden Tyne had touched it.
Yeah, did you see that? I didn't. I thought that went clear.
No, I think I thought he could have hustled over and got that, I guess.
Yeah, really, I know it.
I don't know.
Maybe they did. Yep.
There's a point blank.
Yep.
And nothing, and it's loose still, and they can't convert. What a chance for North on that sequence.
And they kept it in, but the net got dislodged, and the whistle blew.
Noah Sewell will take a de-stressing skate out of the goal. He saw his most intense flurry of the second half.
Yeah, his glove hand.
Oh, on the screen, Tom, is your aforementioned photo.
There it is. That's a great look.
That's
and a
not
great
AI.
shot.
That's not
That's
AI.
that's not an artist rendition. That's an aerial shot
That's
from
from
a drone, right, Pete Johnson? Yep.
That looks nicer than the Gillette Stadium turf from up there. Nice and green.
Well, we got to give for any of the criticism that the city may have taken for what happened in terms of losing that month of October and November. There's a couple of weeks left in the regular season, so the damage was mitigated a little bit. But got to give the city credit for rebounding and getting it done before the winter.
Deep winter set in.
The deep winter set in, so that they will be able to use it in the spring, and that was the goal, and mission accomplished there.
Nice. Face off to the left of Anthony Venezia with 7:43 left to go in the hockey game. As it stands right now,
they just forgot to put my picture in the corners at the end zone. That's okay.
The insert, we can do that later.
Yeah, maybe they can do it later. It's possible.
As it stands right now, South Pelham is in line to get all 3 points in this hockey game. One for each half and another one for being the victor. North would like to upset that apple cart with a dramatic comeback here, but they're still.
One of the ways you sustain offensive pressure is you get a good breakout out of your own zone. South Pelham has struggled with that a little bit. That is one of the ways that you can really get the other team on their heels, get a good breakout out of the zone and get down there fast. And they weren't able to do it there, and there'll be a face-off back in their own end as a result.
Around the boards and out. Neutral zone. Near boards, teams trading possession. And into the zone. Slowly, Christian Miller gives up possession to Andrew Byrne. Burns had the most touches, I think, of anybody in this hockey game. Number 11.
Hasn't he? I know it. No kidding.
Yep. Cleared by North. Not able to put together any sequence of passes, though, and South back on the attack. Shot goes over the net into the corner. Circling. Shot deflected wide. North has it. And they clear. Off the near. That's going to be icing. Called against North Souhegan. Of course, in the NHL, when you ice the puck, the 5 players that are on the ice when the icing occurred have to stay out there. High school, you can see that's not the case.
Not the case, as they get 5 new players in.
You just relieve the pressure and get off the ice if you're exhausted. But it is an exhausting format. As Tom pointed out, more than an NHL period of 20 minutes, 22 and a half per half.
Yeah, it was 25 yesterday.
It was 25 yesterday, and they're only running a couple of lines, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, North Souhegan is. I think South Pelham has probably got an extra line, or they sub in for half a line or whatever. I'm not sure, but I mean
we might be looking at that extra line right now.
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, you're going to play a lot of kids if you can. You got 6:08 to play, and in this game, but I mean, these games don't count in the regular season standings. But again, this is against your rival. That's number one.
Yep.
And number 2, you'd like to win the tournament if you can, and get the point.
Adam Roberge won the faceoff.
Watch out!
A deflected knuckler off the stick of Broden Landsteiner nearly caused problems for Anthony Venezia on the other end.
Venezia was able to corral it, but it almost dropped to the ice. You don't want that to happen. There's another one. Face-off almost goes right in on him.
Yeah. And the clear, he's going to ice it.
That's going to ice it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jevin Anson, they waved it off. I don't know why. Instead of running time, we have no icing time.
And we're running out of time. 5:43 to play.
Yeah, we are. North is.
The second halves for the Kings have been kind of tempered a little bit. Yesterday they're up 4-0. They got 2 goals in the second half. Outscored Alvin Milford 2-1, so they got all 3 points. In this one, they were only up 1-0 in the second half. This is the only time they use the PA, is to give you a 50-50.
The important stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Goals, assists, penalties, who cares? Get the 50-50.
Get the 50-50.
Face off won by North, and they get a shot, a weak one that goes wide of the goal. Keeping it in at the far point. Good job for the moment.
John, there's a blank shot right there. A nice save.
Yeah, Tester. Sewell, you could hear it. It sounded like a blocker save.
Yeah, it was a right blocker save.
So North needs more of that as they take the puck out of their own zone. Good pass cross ice, trying to find Callan Cullity. He's first to get it in the corner.
Look, they just need a goal to get a point out of this.
Yeah. You know? Centering pass doesn't get there.
They probably won't get the point for a win, but they'll can steal a point away from the Kings.
And muscled away from the puck in the slot. Not able to turn around and make a shot out of it. Connor Prunier in a nice position, but not able to do anything with it because of the South defense. So that's icing called again against the South Pelham Kings. They've kind of taken the foot off the gas pedal offensively and seem to be circling the wagons around Noah Sewell a little bit in the latter stages, the second half of this game. 4:40 to go, 4:41, and then face off to the left of Noah Sewell. Be taken by Connor O'Neill for North, who desperately wants to win this back to the point. He's up against Chase Stewart. Good to see Chase Stewart back on the ice, Tom, taking this face off. We didn't know if we'd see him again after he was slow to get up. That's good news. Pinching down, Jevin Anson, the defenseman for North. Trying to take some chances and maybe generate some offense, but no, South clears it. It is not icing, as having a stick on it was Thomas Dratch. Dratch skates it around the boards. Self-pass. He's out of his own end. Well, defenseman falls down. What do we have?
It's going to be a trip on the puck carrier, I think, because he didn't have the puck and he tripped the defenseman for the Kings. I would imagine that should be a call. Let's see, unless they call offsides. Let's see. It was an inadvertent trip. He didn't mean to do it. He was trying to carry the puck, but he didn't have it, and the stick got caught in the Kings.
I was trying. I thought you might be right on that.
And they did not call it. Offsides is what they called.
That might have been a.
You know why? Because he didn't have the puck.
Right. Yeah.
So they called offsides, but they could have called a trip there almost.
Trip on the puck carrier. You know, I was blowing my mind there for a second. I'm thinking, you know what? That is possible if you're really quick.
We just
saw
quick
it with the stick.
We just saw it, but they let it go.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a nice move.
Oh, good try, but checked off the puck.
Oh, we got a breakaway partial up. Not enough speed there. We had a partial breakaway set, but didn't happen.
Brian Keefe, who scored a goal earlier.
He's the biggest guy on the ice.
Yep. There's a shot. And a save, a blocker save, a good one by Anthony Venezia.
Good one because he was screened.
Yeah, that's your Andrew Byrne touch and shot over the net. This South unit is really tough.
Right,
and a shot in front, and a save by Venezia. Tremendous job of keeping that puck out of the net. Puck came loose late, but it was well after the whistle. And oh, wow, just uncontested right in front of the goaltender, Brian Keefe, Tom, just pounding away.
A lot of action. Keefe has had a few shots.
Oh, yeah.
He's really pounding away.
The big body in front, you can't miss him.
Right.
But, somebody missed him because they left him alone.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way to, he has no opening,
Yeah.
Venezia did a good job of staying away and not allowing that puck to get through in between his legs or roll or anything like that.
Freezing it long enough to get the whistle, although it looked like it came loose later in the scrum. South keeps it in, keeping the pressure on. Both players fall to the ice. We had somebody blow a wheel over here on the left. Rister from the point does not find its way through traffic, and North has it off the board, off into the bench.
3:02 to play in the hockey game.
That's a mistake there for North, as Christian Miller was trying to play it off the boards and out, and instead he threw it into his own bench, and that creates a face-off back in his own zone. But has a chance to atone here as he takes the face-off. Number 7, Christian Miller for North. There's a face-off won by South. They launch a shot, goes wide right. sidestepping a check in the corner. Around Dratch goes Andrew Byrne.
What you're seeing is a tired North Souhegan team. They are gassed.
Yeah, they're barely moving, it seems, on defense here. They do get control and work it out. 2:40 to go in the hockey game. Hard hit by Broden Landsteiner. Pinches off Christian Miller near boards, and South controls the puck. And there's the big guy. Ryan Keefe works the puck over the blue line and in before North takes control of it and does not bank it out. Right in for the shot, and a tester.
And a save by Venetia.
Good job by Broden Landsteiner.
So as I see it right now, if the Kings can survive this half and get out of this with 3 points, they'd have 6. Merrimack has 4.5. And what that would do would mean that the Kings, if they get 1 point out of tomorrow's game against Merrimack, Merrimack, Hollis, Brookline, Dairyfield, they would win the tournament because they'd have 7 points, and there's no way that if they steal a point, the most that Merrimack could get was 6.5.
It'd be their second brawl back-to-back.
Back-to-back titles, possibility. Easier said than done because Merrimack, Hollis, Brookline, Dairyfield beat this team 3-2 and earlier in the season, and they were the better hockey team on the ice. But that may change this time around.
North trying to get that first
Watch
goal
out
late.
Here. They have a chance at it. And look at that.
What a snag by Sewell. That puck was probably going over the net.
I think it was, too. I think it might have gone over the net. Let's see if we can see that again. I'm not sure.
You might as well show off the
There's
glove.
Dan back at the studio giving us the replay.
Thank you, Dan Young.
Dan Young.
Oh, yeah.
There
it
is.
Going a little bit high.
A little bit high, but still.
Top of the webbing. Just like Bregman will do it for the Red Sox at third base next year, right?
Watch this.
Wrister from the point, and a deflected shot change-up.
Has he signed?
No, I'm just kidding.
So. He should. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he does.
Wishful thinking for this.
I don't think so. I think
Red Sox
I think they've got a good as chance as any to get him. Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
We'll see.
Yep.
That's what it was. Delayed offside, but South has it on the attack with 1:10 to go. Where's this guy getting the energy? Braden Dine is flying. Look at Dine.
Look at that. What he's doing is clock killing. He's penalty killing.
But,
killing the clock.
Somebody's in shape.
And that's awareness of what they need. They need the point of the half. They know it. Look at that.
It is awareness. Yeah.
There is awareness. See, they're trying to kill the clock up 4-0, but they don't want North Souhegan to score. And North Souhegan's not going in after him.
Noah Sewell loves it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Goalie pitching a shutout here.
Look at that. This is unbelievable.
It is.
This is great stuff.
Watch out. Wait a minute. Thomas Dratch steps up.
Oh, and there he is.
And the counterattack. Chance for one-on-one here.
And
Chase Stewart. Chase Stewart.
He stops and he'll skate out of the zone.
Short of the goal line.
And he's going to give up a breakaway. He got sloppy with it. Look at this.
Oh,
wide.
That was a good bid.
But see, that's the that's the good part of the tournament, right? That's the drama of it, the point system.
Sure, yeah.
11 seconds left.
Tell you what, Connor O'Neill had a chance for a goal there. He just
sure
missed
did.
the upper left corner.
Yep, 11 seconds left. They can wrap it around. They're going to try to get it down the ice.
That's it.
And that's it. The final score is 4-0. 3 points again. 6 points. They're 1 point away from clinching the title tomorrow in their game against
I guess that's
Warhawks.
the equivalent of cutting the nets in basketball. You just slam the goal down.
Goal down. There it is.
Thank you, Tom King.
All right, John Collins, we will see you tomorrow where the temperature will be about 40 degrees warmer.
That's right, for the basketball venue. For Tom King and my executive producer, Pete Johnson, cameraman Tim O'Neill, and Dan Young back in the studio, I'm John Collins. Thank you for watching. Congratulations to Nashua South, who put themselves in pretty position to possibly take their second Backyard Brawl holiday hockey tournament for 2 years in a row. Good afternoon from the Conway Arena, everybody. Thank you for watching Nashua ETV.